What's up, everyone? Sunday night. December 1st. Can you believe this? December 1st. When the hell did that happen? Doesn't feel like the holiday season. I don't know. Just me. Who knows? Anyway, what's going on, everyone? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. Welcome to a fun Sunday night. Couple breaks. Kind of only scheduled two. Hoping we were going to do a website break, but you know. Oh well. I'm good at the guilt. I'm very good at the guilt. Let me see something. I'm checking on the kid. Looks like he just got back to Knoxville. He's been driving all day. All right, what's going on, everyone? Chris Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2024 Topps Pro Debut for Hobby Box break number 21. Pro Debut's old enough to drink. Welcome, especially if you're new to the channel. Welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for over 7 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands can move. Marshall, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a good holiday. Nice Thanksgiving. If you are new to our channel, please do us a favor and hit that old subscribe button there. Help a brother out. Also, eBay continues to run their sweepstakes. No purchase necessary there. Go to any of our eBay listings, because we are a certified eBay breaker, and look in the description. You'll see a link. Follow that and do what it says, and you can win some free cards. Free's nice, right? Now, last but certainly not least, our website, chefsportscards.com. Sorry, I had to grab my props here. We got some interesting breaks up over there right now. We just put them up like a day or so ago, and all of them like half filled, like boom. And now they're being a little stagnant. We got these are the advent calendars, if you haven't seen them. Things are monstrous. We actually have an advent calendar breakup over there. We're breaking 6 of these, and then we're going to give a 7th one away to someone. So, you know, if we get that filled, somebody can get their advent calendar quickly. And that'll be fun. Let's check that out. Something different. We also have a logo fractor breakup over there that there is, I believe, 11 teams left in. Okay. And now the one I really need to sell. Bo Jackson Battle Arena. Folks, if you haven't checked this out, you got to check it out. First off, forget anything else. I don't care about the game. I care about the cards. It's a mix of a TCG game and sports cards, autographs, everything in here, numbered parallels. Forget everything else. Go look at how much these cards are selling for, because they are bringing in some serious cash. I only have enough for one break, couple boxes. So, you know, it's also the alpha set. So if it really does take off the game, the cards, no matter what is in it, is going to be worth, you know, a lot of money. But like the autographs, I looked on there today. A Steve Young autograph sold for $600. Iverson sold for like $500. I mean, the Bo Jacksons are selling for thousands. It's crazy. And to sweeten the pot, I'm giving one of these away too. This is a launch day bundle. These are selling for about $125, $150 on eBay. It's got a bunch of stuff for the game, but then it's got more packs in it. So, I mean, if you were to win this, you could just sell this and make plenty of money back. There's a promo card in it. And these are like super short printed. There's also autographs in some of them. So, and also the hobby boxes come with one auto, but many of the boxes have extra autos in them. So, look, if we don't fill it, I'm going to break them all for myself and make a fortune off these boxes. So I'm telling you, there's even if you just want to make some money, there's money to be made off of those boxes. So check it out. All right. The Logo Fractor Luken Baker 1 of 1. That's a chase, my friend. There you go. All right. Let's go over the teams. D-back. Oh, well, so, you know, go to the website, chefsportscards.com. All right. Teams, Diamondbacks, Graham P. Braves, Fran G. Orioles, Marshall G. Red Sox, Charles R. Cubs, Bill R. Cubs, Bill R. White Sox, David B. Reds, Robert H. Guardians, Peter R. Rockies, Robert H. Tigers, Graham P. Royals, David P. David B. Astros, Graham P. Angels, Fran G. Dodgers, Graham P. Brewers, John T. And Twins, Jeffrey L. Marlins, Robert H. Mets, Graham P. Yankees, Fran G. A's, David B. Phillies, Graham P. Pirates, Seth M. Cardinals, Steve M. Padres, Robert V. Giants, David B. Mariners, Jeffrey L. Rays, Graham P. Rangers, Fran G. Blue Jays and Nationals, Robert H. What's up, John? The Lucan Baker 1 of 1. Hopefully nobody pulled it and it's like sitting out there. You know what I mean? Like sitting in someone's collection somewhere. Hopefully it's out there to be found for you. All right, pro debut. Let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Dominic Keegan, Chrome. Yeah, it was pretty cold. It's been pretty cold here the past couple days, too. I guess it's really winter time. Like I said, it doesn't even feel like the holidays to me, but it's certainly cold enough. Ada Miller Road. Holidays just feel like they came on quick this year. I don't know. We're already in December. Brando Maya Chrome. Wait. Dylan Cruz Chrome. And I can pick it up. 42 of 99. Adam Mazer for the Padres. Robert V. There you go. Oh, you're completing a rainbow. Wow, man, that's awesome. That is no easy feat. That is for sure. Hey, guess what? It's a Met. Jet Williams to 299 for Graham. If you want hits in a pro debut break, buy the Mets. They're basically guaranteed. 278 of 299. Excuse me. Mahoney. Hey, there's Paul Skeens. Whenever there's a Dylan Cruz, there's a Paul Skeens right behind it. Let's get something else with Paul Skeens. We are so due for Skeens out of here. Spencer Jones, Heroes. Bernal, Chrome. And numbered 5 of 199, Spencer Jones for the Yankees. Very nice. For Fran. Colin Houck, X-Fractor for the Mets. Chris, what's up, buddy? How are you? Sebastian Walcott. Ooh, gold mini diamond coming up. Carlos De La Cruz for the Phils. Numbered, let's see it, 20 of 50 for Graham. For 10K for the Bryce Terang. Wow. And still no Skeens, huh? De Los Santos. Half of them are going back to the players. All the players are trying to get their own. Did you see who was it? Luperfido invited whoever got it to his to Thanksgiving dinner. Ortiz for the Crawdads, which is the Rangers. For Fran. Cole Young Chrome. Janelle for the Guardians. And Alberto Rios for the Angels. Jackson Wiggins Chrome for the Cubs. Dylan Cruz show. Arjan Namala on the back. Noah Schultz for the White Sox. And also for the White Sox, Peyton Pallette to 150. for David B. Yeah, how much were they? They had a ton of snow up there, or they are having a ton of snow? That's what I heard. All right, box two. So Bowman Draft comes out on Wednesday. We do have some scheduled for next weekend, but I'm still waiting to figure out what my allocation is going to be. So I haven't scheduled too much, just a couple super jumbo boxes that I know I'll get for sure. But so some of those auctions are up now. Once I know exactly what I'm getting, we'll add some more. We also have some 22 draft we're going to do next weekend also. Chase some Jackson Holiday firsts and stuff. Actually, there's a lot of people in 22 draft. Brett Lauder. And some more Spotlight for next weekend, too. The rest of the boxes that I have. If you haven't seen Spotlight, it's a very cool product. Roman Anthony. And for the website, of course, if we, once I know what we get draft-wise, we'll put some up on the website, too. There's a Jackson Holiday Chrome. Yeah, I like that Spotlight a lot. I have 12 more boxes, so we'll do them again next week. I had 20 total, so we'll do some more next week, and then that'll be it. I like when they don't do it that often, but I like when Topps does those like web only kind of limited release. They used to do the. Remember this? They did the Steve Aoki one for a couple years there. I guess he's not as hip anymore, so they didn't do it this year. Batani. But they did the Spotlight one instead, which they had done. They did it a few years ago, but they had stopped for a couple of years, so it's different. And for the Mets, AJ Ewing base auto. Yeah, we pulled a couple of pull hoses over the weekend. And behind that, Johnny Farmello for Seattle. 183 of 199. For Jeff. There you go, buddy. Two feet and count. Oh my gosh. Or don't they have a football game there tonight? Isn't the game there tonight? Is it like snowing like crazy on them? Those are the most fun games to watch. Ty Pete. Like, wasn't Buffalo on tonight? Aren't they the? I didn't even look. Let me see. Is it like a blizzard in the middle of the game? That's just so much fun to watch. Sunday Night Football. Oh yeah, look. Oh, this is the best. I didn't even realize. I stand for my phone. See, look at that. Buffalo all over San Francisco in the snow. They're like, you boys from California don't know what you're doing out here in the snow. That's the best kind of football. I think that's the way they should always play football in like teeming snow. Hey man, that's where the infamous tuck rule came from, remember? The with what's his name? Tom Brady. Didn't they win a Super Bowl because of that tuck rule thing? I remember it was snowing like crazy in that game. Aiden Miller, Chrome. They're up there on Lake Erie, man. They get that lake effect snow. It gets crazy. Just keeps coming and coming and coming. And Ryan Clifford for the Mets. Didn't we have one of these? Did we have a Ryan Clifford? No, just about every other one. Pro debut in their Mets, man. They love their Mets. Walker Jenkins X Fractor for the Twinnies. For Jeff. Jackson Churio Heroes. Jacob Gonzalez from the White Sox. Celestine Chrome for the Mariners. For the Padres, Homer Bush Jr. He actually has a pretty nice auto for a young guy. Most of these young guys' autos suck. 7 of 299. We'll see how it looks like. If he makes it to the pros like 5 years from now, how it looks. It'll just be like an H and half a B or something. Padres is Robert V. Johnny Farmello for the Mariners. Max Anderson, Chrome. You gotta be kidding. Jesus Baez for guess who? The Mets. 52 of 199. If we're not having another one of these. I mean, there's always Mets hits, but we had one that was particularly crazy last month where it was like 11 autos were the Mets or something. It's ridiculous. One, two, three, four so far. 4 Mets autos so far. They must have to get out like the big, like 1.5 inch cleats to play in this or something, you know, like, or like serious spikes. Jet Williams Chrome. Churio Road. McGarry for the Phils. And numbered 67 of 75, Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. For David. All right. 2 down, 2 to go. Let me move some base real quick. Do you ever think a team, this is a stupid question, but now I'm sitting here thinking about it and thinking it would be smart. Do you ever think a team like Buffalo, because of where they are, would practice specifically for games like this? Like bring in a snow machine and put a bunch of snow on the field. Like you see, obviously they can move the ball, they can score in this kind of weather. You know what I mean? Where other teams are like, they can barely do anything but run the ball a few yards. Like you wonder, like, hey, we live in a place where it's a pretty good chance we're going to have snow. Let's bring in a snow machine, cover the field, and we'll practice. Or am I just being ridiculous? I don't know. That's something I might think about doing. No, you don't think so, Chris? Look, it's definitely a huge advantage. I mean, look, home fields are advantages for everyone. I get it. But you would think teams like Green Bay, Buffalo, New England, well, the Vikings play inside, right? Who else? Ethan Salas. Look, I'm not saying like Philly, New York, Washington. I mean, even though it can happen there, but like the teams where you're almost guaranteed to have it happen once a year or something like that. Or seems like a smart idea. I don't know. These guys, these teams have billions. What's a little snow machine to them? Maybe that's where my million is. Maybe I should market that to football teams. If I'm Melendez for the D-backs, 40 of 50, a gold mini diamond for Graham. I could make like a whole machine out of it and then go around to like the northernmost teams and market it to them, and I'm sure they'll completely overpay for it. They're the National Football League. Remember the game? When was that? In the 80s, I guess it was. The Patriots game where it was snowing so bad and like it was like 0-0 the whole game. They couldn't do anything, and then they kicked the field goal and they had the guy come out with the plow and plow off to kick the field goal. Walker Jenkins. And they thought like, well, they didn't even think to ask, like, can we do that? And then the guy was like, well, can you plow a spot so I can kick from it? And they let him, and they were all up in arms about it. That had to be in the 80s, right, when that happened? I'm trying to remember. I know it was a Patriots game. Ooh, we got a Cornerstones auto. Those are usually pretty good. Walker Jenkins, 40 of 99. Very nice. For the 20s, Jeffrey. What would be a no? No, they did do it. I mean, it was kind of famous because they went through the whole game not scoring, and then I don't know if they were in overtime or it was the end of the fourth quarter. Some of our older gents might remember that. And the coach was like, well, can you go out there and plow a spot for us to kick from? And they went, yeah, sure. And they went out and did it. And then they kicked the field goal and won the game. And everyone was like, whoa, wait a second. Yeah, was it against the Dolphins? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I remember it was New England. I mean, I remember it really well. There were a lot of people really upset about it. Hao Lee, because they didn't feel it was fair. And, they were the home team. And It wasn't a matter that it wasn't fair. The Dolphins just never thought to ask. Like nobody ever thought to, hey, let's send the guy out on the little plow and have him clear a spot for us. Paul Skeens heroes. It's funny because now when you look at the field, you usually can see like the yardage lines. So I always assume they heat them now. Like there's a heating element under it because you see how like you can see the lines going across. Um, and they're like just next to it, so they must put some kind of heating element under, the 40, the 45, the 50. Kind of like the sidewalks in Chicago. Barastados. Yeah, Shula was pissed. I remember that. A lot of people were up in arms about that whole thing. But it was literally afterwards where it was like, well, no, they could do it, just nobody asked until he did. I can't remember who was the coach for New England back then. It wasn't Parcells. I can't remember who it was. Caden Dana for the Dust Devils, which is the Angels, right? Yeah. For Fran. I always remember because I remember the little. It was like a little the plow that he had. It looked like a little like Toro like lawnmower, like a riding lawnmower. It was like kind of small, and it was this like fat like Irish dude on it. He just kind of went out there like putting along, boop boop boop. Michael Carchio, X Factor. Like I can always remember that vision in my head of that guy just driving out there and clearing off that path. Was it 82? Is that one? Yeah, I thought it was in the 80s. I couldn't remember. So I was like 9 years old when that happened. Memories like the corners of my mind. Spencer Jones, Heroes. Ron Meyer. Yeah, I wouldn't have even remembered that one. Yeah. It was like a controversy when it happened, and it literally was like, well, no one asked. They asked, so we did it. Colin Houck. De Los Santos for the Pirates. Numbered 51 of 150. Oh, there you go. Look at that, man. He not make that. Oh, he hit the post. Or he hit the crossbar. Oh, that was pretty impressive, honestly. How bad the weather is. Did he hit the? Oh, he just fell short. Hmm. Did I hear somebody tried to kick a 68-yarder today in a game? Like at the end of the game? What was that? Like the Colts or something like that? Man, I would love to see that. Ron Meyer. I don't even remember that name, to be honest with you. Like I was pretty young then. Jason Worth. Sebastian Walcott Chrome for Tejas. Dolphins Cowboys. It's amazing how something like that can stick in your head. 14 of 25. Heston Waltrip for the Braves. For Fran. There are always controversies coming out of games like that. Like I said, the tuck rule thing came out of a snow game. That was what was that? Wasn't that the AFC Championship or something like that? Matt Horvath against Oakland or against the Raiders at the time, wasn't it? Wasn't the no? Is that right? Jeez, I'm really trying to tap my memory here, which is not good to begin with. For some reason, I remember they were playing the weren't they? Were they playing the Raiders? Yeah, before anyone ever heard of ESPN. Oh, I remember ESPN back in those days when I was young, like in the early '80s. It was all what's his name, back guy. Um, what the hell's his name? I know you guys know. Cole Carrick. He was like the only person on ESPN. He was like the first guy there. ESPN was great when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, because it's the one time my father and I spent time together when I was a teenager. My father played basketball all through high school and college and stuff, and we used to watch college basketball triple headers on ESPN. And I mean, these were like teams in the middle of nowhere half the time. Ryan Clifford, 95 of 299. And it used to be like, I really feel like in remembering back, I mean, Sports Center was always there, but I swear that they built that whole network on the back of college basketball because they would do like 3 nights a week. They would do triple headers. This was in the 80s, and it would be, you had no idea who it was. And honestly, the games half the time were like Boise State and Montana, or, like people you never heard of, didn't know anything about, but they could get the rights to show their game, And you would sit there from like 7 o'clock until like 2 in the morning watching college basketball games. Hunter Barco. ESPN for sports in this country was single-handedly like the best thing and the biggest curse to ever happen to sports in this country. It's like you ever see that Dodgeball? Remember Dodgeball, the movie on ESPN 8, the Ocho? Figueroa. That cracks me up. It's true because, like, the other day, that flash came up about the Georgia Tech game that they were in like their 6th overtime or whatever, and I got a thing on my phone for it. And it was while I was breaking. And I clicked on it hoping it would take me to the game so I could see the end of it, And it gave me like 12 different ESPNs to choose from. I didn't know which one to pick. ESPN 8, the Ocho. All right, box number 4. Good luck, everyone. Luis Lara. White. It's me. I'm white. I'm just white. Cade Morris for, oh my God, look, the Mets to 150. That movie's hilarious, man. It's one of those movies that there's so many lines in, like, if you have to watch it a few times just to hear everything that's going on in that movie. It's like Tropic Thunder's like that too. Tropic Thunder's so funny. I just watched that again like a couple days ago. I had it on. That movie just makes me laugh. It doesn't matter how many times I watch. Kenny Gomez for Houston. White. You know, it's me. I'm white, just white. uh, they've been trying to get they're supposed to be doing a sequel to that, and they just said like recently that it's going into production. The Dodgeball. They say it's become so popular over the last. I mean, the movie's like 20 years old. I mean, it's not. They made that thing a long time ago. Jackson Churio. But apparently it's like so popular in streaming. It's always in like the top 25 streaming movies that are out there. So I guess they're making another one now. Carlos de la Cruz for the Phils. Kristen Campbell for the Red Sox. Jackson Holiday Heroes. Elijah Green. Brandon Winokur for the Twins. For Jeff. The best would be if you had like San Diego, well, like one of the LA teams had to play in this weather, and they're just like, yeah, no, we forfeit. What's the point? We're just gonna get hurt. Ethan Sala's X Factor. We shouldn't even bother. Dylan Cruz Heroes. Din Sanchez. We got Logo Fractor coming up next at 10. Dario Laverde. Laverde. I say it for the Angels. Laverde. Remember Aiden Taylor with his tiny little autograph for the Rays for Graham. It's a very small and very clean autograph this guy has. I mean, it's not, I guess it's just B line down up. It doesn't actually look bad. It's just so small. It's weird. Colt Emerson. Axel Sanchez. Trey Morgan, also for the Rays. For Graham. And to 164 of 175, Homer Bush, the Padres. Shim for the Pirates. Lombard. Tommy Troy for Arizona. And our last pack. All right, that is going to do it. All right, I want to thank him for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without y'all, and I do truly appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. We'll be back next week as usual. Plus, if we fill anything for the website, we'll do that anytime during the week. So head on over there, check that out, grab a spot. We'll open some of that stuff too. All right. Hit recap for 2024 Topps Pro debut for Hobby Box break number 21. X-Fractors, Colin Houck, Walker Jenkins, Ethan Salas, Michael Carcio. We did have a Paul Skeens Heroes. We had a Paul Skeens Chrome and a Dylan Cruz Chrome. We also had a Jackson Holiday Chrome. Yeah, there it is. Jackson Holiday Chrome also. Numbered parallels. Adam Mazur for the Padres to 99. Johnny Formella for the Mariners to 199. Peyton Pillette for the White Sox to 150. And Drew Thorpe also for the White Sox to 75. De La Cruz to 50 for the Phils. And Melendez to 50 for Arizona. De Los Santos for the Pirates to 150. Cade Morris for the Mets to 150. And Homer Bush to 175 for the Padres. Autographs. Base of Trey Morgan for the Rays. Winokur for the Twins. De La Cruz for the Phils. Caden Dana for the Angels. Ryan Clifford for the Mets, A.J. Ewing for the Mets, Albert Rios for the Angels, Ortiz for the Rangers. Also from the Mets, Ryan Clifford. This is to $2.99. And Jet Williams to $2.99. Those are both the Mets. Homer Bush to $2.99 for the Padres. To $175 Spencer Jones for the Yanks. Jesus Baez for the Mets. To $150 Braden Taylor for the Rays. Walker Jenkins Cornerstone auto to $99 for the Twins. And Hurston Waltrip for the Braves to $25. All right, folks, again, thanks so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. We will be back in 5 with a Logo Fractor. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.